Well, hi everybody, and welcome to Silky Intuitive Tarot. My name is Nancy. We're going to do a reading for Thursday. That would be tomorrow if you're here in the States today. That's going to be Thursday, is it the 2nd, guys? Let's take a look at where we are on the calendar. Yeah, tomorrow is Thursday the 2nd. Good. We're going to take a general look at that day for you, my favorite people. Now, I'm just going to leave it up to Spirit and how he wants to draw the cards. We have a little bit of extra time this morning, so I brought clarifiers with me just in case we need them. Just a little bit of energy popping out on Thursday. For someone, we've got some anxiety. We're dealing with a situation that maybe has us hurt, upset, depressed, sleepless, maybe having nightmares. For someone, there's a situation that may feel a little bit out of control, and so you're in your head a lot. That wasn't supposed to be such a specific message, but that's the way it came out. Okay, what have we got here? Lost a friend over the weekend to a heroin overdose. And so, for me, just, all of the emotional stuff that goes with that, losing a friend at such a young age, tragically, he fought with his demons, and he had some health issues he had dealt with, and he was not the nicest guy in the world. And I'm not going to speak ill of him ever, just to say that he was a very challenging individual. He was a writer. These days, more political writer than anything else. And I did know him through social media, but he liked to pick me out. He liked to target me for some reason. I always felt it was a karmic connection, because his reaction to me was always so visceral. And for someone who really, we had never met face to face, but honestly, his energy towards me could be very negative, very dark, angry. And I always knew there was something deeper in our relationship besides just this, even though we stood firmly on the same side of politics, of feelings on social issues, there was a visceral reaction between he and I. And I always thought it was because my flame connection was also a friend of his. It's a very weird dichotomy in this group of friendships, but a flame connection of mine also knew him quite well. And the wheel goes around and around. So, for me, it's that kind of a dark energy week. We're going to try to go around that. Okay. We're going to start here. Let's see where we go. Well, thank God. And he would like this. We're going to start out basic focus energy on Thursday with the sun. He passed away on Saturday. It was right before the eclipse, actually, which I find energetically quite powerful. That his leaving on Saturday was just about at the time that we were experiencing a ring of fire eclipse. Only in certain part of the world. But very much a new focus. Because one thing he would not want anyone to do was get bogged down in sadness and mourning. He was kind of a live by the moment dude, and for that I'm going to spiritually salute him. Even though his energy towards me could be quite challenging in and of itself. But we're looking very much at an energy that says that Thursday's going to be a good day. Let's put this here. Thursday's going to be a good day. How about if I move this back here? There. Oh, inner strength. For some of you. If those of you, some of you know. I do know that some of you know who I'm talking about. And I'm not going to mention his name. Out of respect for his family, since this energy may come up. Inner strength on a collective level. A lot of us are having to dig deeper emotionally to find the inner strength on this very energetic kind of day. Maybe the energy from the Sun card is kind of overwhelming and you're looking for an inner strength to carry you through it. Energy-wise, it's good, positive movement forward. So even if you were in a period of grieving over a loss, I feel the energy is very much abundant. The Nine of Cups. It's an abundant feeling. A feeling that even though you may have fought your own demons, because I can tell you as far as my friend's passing, he had that guy, oh my God, he had some demons. Serious demons. And he died at the hands of one of his demons, apparently. And so, this is hopefully for survivors of difficult times, because look what we have here. The survival of difficult times. We have the abundance that comes after passing through the mourning phase, the period of disappointment, the sadness. So it feels for Thursday, we've got this real abundance of joy coming through, and it only makes sense. We're leaving this shadow period of the eclipse. And so we should be feeling more positive, stronger, happier. Maybe we can appreciate an abundance or a flow of love that's coming our way on Thursday. There's an abundance, a flow of love coming our way on Thursday for whoever this is going to resonate with. There's the discovery for someone. A new love. I'm just going to put it that way. It doesn't have to be a person. It doesn't have to be another human element. It's an attraction. In whatever form it takes in your life, there's an attraction. But it feels very much driven by deep-rooted desire. And that's why it often comes across as a sexual desire, as a deeper desire for meaningful attraction. But it's about attraction. It's head over heart attraction and the choices that come with it. For someone, this person may also be committed to someone else. Or maybe you are committed to someone else if this is a real person crossing over into your life. There feels very much like there is a third element, though, that comes into play in a situation where you're almost overwhelmed by your feelings. And that's why I'm going to say maybe not love at first sight, but this really deep lust coming through for someone or something. Maybe it's that beautiful sports car or that new house that they're building on the other side of town. There's something that comes over you, overwhelmingly, full of desire, something that you really want to come into your life. On Thursday, it's almost like obsessive thought. I want it, I want it, I want it. Or I want that person. It feels very much like this deep attraction, but immediate deep attraction for someone or something. Well, we have the Knight of Swords. You know, he's got clarity. He can, though, be hasty, quick to make decisions. I almost feel like somebody's going to stop at the local car lot because they saw something in the window, bright and shiny and pretty. And they said, God, that the babes are going to love me driving this car. And maybe through a hasty move, you pull into the lot. And you even consider for one moment that it's something that you really want to do. I'm not quite sure what the rest of it is. Let's see. But there's a feeling that someone wants to aggressively move on this attraction. Whether it's the girl sitting at the at the end of the bar, or the great-looking guy, you know, the bartender, or the doorman, or the guy driving your Uber. There's this immediate kind of zap of energy, and you're drawn almost like magnetically, kind of hastily for someone, towards this attraction. But we've got the Eight of Swords here. So I really think that logic kind of takes over. Because this immediate attraction, somebody needs to be held back from doing something hasty. It looks good until it gets on paper, like a car, like a house, like a contract of some kind. The Strength card is saying you may need to draw on your inner strength to resist this thing, because the attraction is very strong. It's very clear, but it also, there's a warning sign in front of it that says you better just step back. Look at the situation that you're creating for yourself. Is it really something that you want to get into? Now, we've got the Five of Pentacles. Again, this is really about money, I think, more than a sexual attraction. Although a sexual attraction can turn you off and turn you out, like this card. Feeling left out, feeling abandoned, feeling kind of ignored. And so, again, another warning that if you follow through with a desire without stepping back and really examining what it is that you're about to do, you may end up in a bad place. You may end up in a negative place. You may end up, if it's a financial decision, you may find yourself feeling the lack of security following through. Like I said, in your dreams it might look good, but on paper it might not be such a great idea. If it's a relationship and you're being asked to not quite follow through first date sex or anything like that, because I have a feeling that that person will accept whatever offer it is that you have. But then in the morning, they're going to turn you out without a cup of coffee. So you're really being asked to step back and look at what you're doing. Don't let that Wednesday night out with the girls end up in a place where you're doing the walk of shame going home the next day. Okay, this is a deep warning for somebody who may just end up playing the fool or being treated like one. Like I said, there may be a walk home the next day. On one hand, there's a feeling of satisfaction, and I get it. If it was a night of raucous sex and kind of this real abundance of freely sharing, you're probably feeling pretty good going home. But there's also the warning here, since it is next to the Five of Pentacles, that you may never hear from that person again. Now, if this is a purchase of some kind of financial maneuvering, like I said, that car, it may feel really good driving that car. Or walking into that cool penthouse apartment every night. Man, it looks good and it feels good. But it also may be creating a problem, a financial situation, in one way or another for someone. This is definitely a two-sided reading. Ooh, I saw the card on the bottom. I will only share it if I have to. Oh, wow. Did I say it? And I'm going to have to show that card now. First, we have the Eight of Cups. This is someone possibly at the end of a nice long night of giving and receiving and sharing of whatever one has. Somebody maybe waking up alone or feeling like maybe they should have gone to bed that way, because there's very much a feeling of being abandoned after a feeling of satisfaction. And I don't want this to happen to any of my friends, and I really wish that you wouldn't have to give back that house or that overly expensive car. So there's a feeling that maybe there is a walking away from a situation there that possibly would have felt really good, but there would have been some sort of ending or disappointment at the end of this. Now I'm going to show you what was at the bottom of this, because I really think it's important that you see the Three of Swords. For someone, this is probably a one-night stand. Maybe you're going to lunch with someone and it turns into dinner. And then it ends up in someone's bed or in a hotel. But the warning with that is, especially if this is someone you do not know, you may very well be doing the walk of shame in the morning if you're giving yourself away tonight to someone that you really don't know, you could very well be doing a very lonely, isolated journey home in the morning. Because there really is disappointment for someone at the end of this. And I think if you are standing there in the car lot and you're looking at that Corvette or that brand new Mustang or that new Jeep, and it's so freaking amazing you can't stand it, you really need to stop and reflect on your financial situation and look at that more carefully. You'll feel better about your decision. And the walking away, yes, can very much be disappointing because, we want what we want when we want it. And sometimes we don't get what we want when we want it. Just like I said, we want what we want when we want it. We have the star card here. This is the card of wishes, desires, dreams fulfilled. And I think for you is the message that maybe, just maybe, if you walk away now from that thing that you desire, if you hold back now, show the inner strength and resist now what it is that you're desiring, I think maybe there will be, this may be just merely a delay of what it is that you're wanting. Maybe Spirit is saying this just is not the time to have that thing, whether it's that amazing one night stand with somebody or the house, the car, the lifestyle, the penthouse apartment, the cappuccino machine, showing some resistance. It's maybe good advice just to delay what it is that you're going for, because there is going to be a better opportunity to do it, but this is not the time. Spirit is saying that this is the time just to wait. This is the end. This is possibly the end of waiting. Maybe you've been mentally waiting for an opportunity to do something. Spirit is saying there's going to be a time for release. It's coming quickly, but it may not be now. You may not be in the right frame of mind to move forward with whatever this decision is, whatever this choice is, whatever this purchase may be, whatever this relationship situation may be. There may be a better time for it, but right now you may not be in the right head. You may not be in the right state of mind to take this on right now. Like I said, there's a better time to complete this cycle. There is a better opportunity somewhere down the road. The Ten of Swords here, to me, is really saying that whatever it is that you think you want to move on, you just have to pause, delay a little bit longer. You're just about there. But you're still, maybe you're a little emotionally wrapped up. Or maybe you're too much thinking about something. Too much in your head. If it's sex, this is about the head that's on your shoulders. It's saying you may need to just pause, because there's going to be a better opportunity for this where you will be in a better state of mind. Because I almost feel like it's going to be you skulking away in your bare feet in the same dress or the same suit of clothes that you had on from the night before. That cycle is going to come to a close. It really will. And it's going to be a better opportunity. Spirit is really trying to guide some of you to make a better choice. There will be a much better opportunity. There will be a much better opportunity for what it is that you're wanting to do right now. Spirit is saying, step back. Just one more pause. One more delay on what it is that you are seeking. Because you'll have a better state of mind. You'll have more clarity on whatever it is that you're doing. Maybe this gives you the opportunity to know that person better before you have to go through the walk of shame by yourself. This is saying maybe this is the opportunity to really look at that house purchase, at that new car, at that property, at that stock that you're thinking about buying. There's a pause. Something looks good on paper, but there's a better way. There's a better opportunity if you just pause, reflect, and wait. Come into this situation in a different state of mind. I get that message quite definitely. Now, this is where I'm going to ask for clarity of one kind or another. I really think that what this is saying is if there's a decision, something major, almost life-changing, like that car, like that house that maybe you really don't know if you can afford. If you just delay a little while longer, I feel a better opportunity, a better deal, maybe on a different place or a different car. But it's something that's far better, far more satisfying. And if it's a relationship, wow, this is just a big warning. You have warning here that you don't have to do the walk of shame. You really don't have to go that way. And if this is a very innocent new beginning, pause, back up, give yourself a time, maybe a chance to know somebody, maybe before you're jumping into a sexual relationship with them. Because I do feel that there's going to be someone who won't be there in the morning when you wake up. God, I just feel like Rod Stewart. Okay, here we go. Isn't that a line from the song Stay With Me? Just don't be there in the morning when I wake up. And I really feel that right there is a message for somebody. That, you can come on in and you can give yourself away. But honestly, that's as far as I want this thing to go. So you can be gone by the morning, which is basically the mental energy that somebody in the situation is going to be giving out. Okay. Like I said, look. I don't know why our thinking man is here, except maybe this is talking about considering, deep thought. Consider what it is that you're doing. Consider what it is that you're moving forward with. Because this is a deep thinking person. So you're so deep, you're so thoughtful. Consider what it is that you're doing beforehand. Because you're being led, number one, by ego and by falsehoods. I almost feel that on some level, you go into a night with a stranger, maybe somebody who is famous or somewhat of a celebrity status, or someone who is just someone who knows what they're doing, someone who is educated in what they're doing, but they're very driven by their ego, and it feels like someone is being led astray by someone who is actually quite skilled at what they do. I feel very much a gigolo here for someone who is being lured in by a relationship. That person is very well tuned in to luring people into their, I just heard, web of deceit. It's about their ego. They're very good at what they do. I hear catfishing. I hear someone is being led on. Emails. Somebody is being emailed. You're getting ready to meet this personality in person. Just know that if you are there to loan them some money, you're going to end up in their bed and they're going to rob you blind, because you will never see them again. For someone, this is a big warning, a really big warning. On the other hand, if you're walking into that car lot, beware of the car salesman who puts on a song and dance about that classic Mustang sitting in his lot. Just know that the brake lines are filled with sawdust. There's deception for someone around a purchase, is what I'm getting at. Someone is going to be led astray by a purchase. Yes. See, watch for new information coming. Gather your information. When we see the letter, usually it's about something in written form, but these days it's the internet, it's research. Because, see, that old classic, La Vecchia Signora, that old Mustang that you got your eye on, that classic maybe, that thing, that beautiful old house at the end of the block that they're refurbishing, there's a better way to get into that without being taken to the cleaners over it. Be patient. Thoughtfully wait for whatever it is to change around that opportunity, because that will lead you to a much better deal, whether it's around a new property, a house, or a relationship. There's a better way of going about a relationship. For someone, you're dealing with someone who is going to be flat out lying to you to get what it is that they want. They're very skilled at what they do, whether they're a catfisher or they're a gigolo, plain and simple, old style. Flirt with them, fuck them, and then take everything that they can. That's just the energy this person gives off. Very much hit and boogie, just hit your mark, do your business, and leave. And that's just the energy of someone who's going to make a hookup on Thursday that honestly they may be regretful for. So, this is warning for someone. If this is about love, take your time. There's a better way. There may be a better person who won't be so deceptive. who may not leave you alone and driving yourself home in the morning from a Motel 6 in Louisville, Kentucky. So I'm just saying, crazier shit has happened, especially in my own life. So take what you can, leave the rest behind, and we'll have another reading for you tomorrow. If you want a reading that's meant exactly just for you, if you have questions, concern, and you need a more focused look, reach out to me at my Weebly website, fill out the contact form, tell me what you want, and I'll get back to you. Over at my Vimeo channel, I have a wide variety. I'll leave the link down below. You can check out videos for all 12 signs there, based on a variety of subject energy subjects. Also, take care. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Beware. Beware. Oh, and by the way, this deck, the Golden Tarot, the Golden Universal, it's a lovely deck. And until the next time, I think that's about all I've got for you. Take care and peace.